everybody, and welcome back to another video. As you can tell, we got a lot of snow here. Most of it was from last night and this morning, so now we currently have like about a foot of snow. But this is nothing compared to what we will get later. I'm excited. I'm excited for the snow because now it feels like it's almost Christmas, even though it's still a month away. You know, I love to have snow around Christmas time, and then after Christmas it can go away. But for now, I'm loving the snow. Like, it's awesome. Today, I thought I'd show you our 3 steers. Me and my siblings, we feed them by hand, except for their hay right now because they had a hay bale sitting in there from when our horse was in here. But when that bale's done, we'll have it sitting out right about there, and then we'll fork feed it into the bed here. I think that's what's called. It's where you feed the steers, kind of like, so it's not on the ground. Hey buds, you want to say hi? Hello. Yeah, those are our 3 steers. Jeffrey and Joey, I believe, and then my steer does not have a name yet. I cannot figure out what name to give them. I want to show you what we feed them because you know what? It's awesome. I love feeding steers, even in the cold. Not always, not really sometimes, but most of the time it's fun. It's cool. And currently a cat's trying to jump through the snow. But yeah, I'll show you. Yeah, they know it's feeding time. Every time we come here, they know it's time to eat, and they gather right here to this table where we will put their chop. And there's their salt block. That should be actually in the corner. So I'm going to move that. Okay, so over here we have a pile of their chop, which is basically a mixture of grain. As you can see, here it is. It's basically barley, and then some supplement is in there. And it gets all chopped up in our feed wagon so that it's not full pieces. Chopped up so they can digest it better. Oh, right there. See those kind of like pellet things? That's the beef sub. Basically helps them to grow better. Ooh, and they're getting excited. Hey, you excited? Oh, now they just want to fight. And there's the loner over there. I don't know, which one's my steer? Oh, the loner over there, that's my steer. So, as you could see, what I did is I gave them one like small pail, which is about like 25 pounds of grain, and all of them share it back there. Yeah, I just spread it out nicely on the table so that all of them can nicely eat from it. And yeah, they kind of just share, and hopefully they all get about the same, but usually one is kind of the boss and gets the most. But yeah, so they get that once a day. And then back there, ooh, that's bright. But anyways, back there is there's a bale feeder where they're about halfway done their bale, and they just eat that as much as they want, basically. But usually what we do and what we will do after they finish that bale is then we'll have the bale sitting right outside the pen, and then we'll fork feed it in about 8 pounds of hay, and then they get that also once a day. When they get bigger, we'll slowly increase their feedings until they get bigger and bigger. So they'll get, basically throughout the whole time we feed them, they get about pretty much the same amount of hay through all of it, but their grain is definitely what we try to push, and this grain mixture is what really helps them grow the best. And yeah, so we really want them to eat as much grain as possible. We try not to push it too terribly hard because you don't want them to bloat or anything, because that would be bad. We've done it for a few years, so we basically know how much we can push it to give them so they can gain. And as you can tell, they're getting in a big fight over this grain. They do it every time. It's a fight for the grain. Usually all of them get it, but yeah, they can be kind of pushy sometimes. Yeah, we'll halt to break them. There's special like steer halters that we'll put on them and get them used to that so we can start leading them around, walking them around, and then also we'll comb them. And then later in the spring, we got to give them a haircut. Also, what I do when I'm here is I check their water. My horse and the steers, they share the same watering bowl. It's right in between the fence, right there, that blue thing, and that's their water. So I usually, every time I feed them, I check their water, make sure it's a good temperature and that it's not overflowing or it's not frozen, because in winter that can happen sometimes. So I check that, and then I also usually clean it because usually there's some leaves in it or, you know, some hay that got loose in there. So I'm gonna go check that right now, make sure it is all clean and good. It's very important that they always have fresh water all the time. Here's their watering bowl. Up close, as you can tell, it is a bit murky because there's LJ in there. If you got water, there is going to be LJ. We have this. There's a steer side. Whew. There's the horse's side. And yeah, it's just separated right by the fence, but it's all like the same watering bowl. So I'm going to clean it out a bit, try to get some of that junk out. That's about as usually as clean as we can get it, and it's totally safe for the animals. It's just, you know, a little extra protein in there. So I just finished cleaning out the water. Well, it didn't really have to be cleaned too much. I kind of just got some of the hay that was off and stuff. And I was trying to find a piece of wood I usually have there that I helped like clean it out. But there wasn't, so I grabbed an icicle thinking that, oh, I can use this to clean the water out. But the water is a bit warmer, so yeah, it broke and melted in. And then I thought, oh, get a different icicle, do it. And yeah, same thing happened, you know. I don't know why I thought it would work the second time, but for some reason, I thought it would work, and yeah, it didn't really work. But yeah, they have a whole bunch of straw here. This is their bed to keep them warm during winter. I was almost back to the house, and I realized I forgot something. Very important for our next project we're doing. Yeah, I forgot some fencing, and I realized I kind of need that, so back to the yard I go. So basically, there's a whole bunch of random stuff in here, and I need to grab some, it's not chicken wire, I think it's like rabbit wire? Is that even a thing? I don't know, but I need to grab it because I have a project in the garage, so we can go inside where it's warmer. I know, so exciting. If I can ever make it through here. But I need to grab it. I'm going to need both of my hands for this, so see you back at the house. Feels like hours later, and finally I got this big wad of wire to the house. Since of its big size, it was quite a challenge to bring it to the house, and I'm not gonna lie, I tried like 4 different ways to get it here. First in like a wheelbarrow, ditched that, put the wheelbarrow back, tried to roll it, ditched that, and just finally ended up carrying it, which I should have just tried to do in the first place. Yeah. Okay, so I'm where we're gonna do the project, and I'd like to show you something like the cutest thing ever, which you can probably already hear what it is. It's little puppies! Hey! They're whining right now because their mom is in here. She's right here eating food, and they can't get at her, which they're upset about that. But anyways, basically what we're doing today is, with that wire, I'm gonna make like a little fenced in area here because the puppies are starting to walk around, wander around the garage, and we have vehicles, well, we have one vehicle that gets parked in here for now. So I want them to be able to have a big enough place that they can play and stuff, but you know, also keep them safe and make sure they're not wandering where they're not supposed to go. But anyways, yeah. The cutie little thing. This is little Dexter, the little baby of the litter. Say hi. Hi. They're so cute. Okay, so this is kind of the setup I ended up with for now. I'm definitely going to have to change it later on, but for now, gives them a little more space. and helps keep them in. To keep it against the garage door over there and also tied there, I just use baler twine. Thank you guys all for watching this video. I hope you all really enjoyed it. And don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're notified every time we post a new video, because you will want to stay tuned for more exciting stuff that's coming up next.